Hello everybody, I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and I write medieval Highlander romance as well as romantasy and some contemporary romance. It's all about the romance. So today I am going to be doing memory planning in a horizontal happy planner. So I'm doing this because a lot of people have asked me how to plan in a horizontal planner, and the reason there's several good reasons to use a horizontal. One is if you have large writing, or if you just want to write things out without worrying about, going downward, your mind automatically goes to the days this way. Also for left-handers, they prefer this one because they can write like this instead of writing this and then dragging their hand. So that's another one. Also, if you do faith planning, this is good because you can just write your scripture and then your thoughts across. This one has a checklist, not all of them have that. So I'm going to be using the Seasonal Florals by Hildie McQueen, and a friend of mine gave me this book, and when I was leafing through it, I thought, these are perfect for a horizontal planner. So for the season, I'm going to pick, I think I'm going to pick this. Let me see which one has the most, because it's been used. So I'm going to use one that doesn't have a lot of, this one has a lot of boxes, a lot of decorative boxes. So I think I should be okay. But there's also one, this one that's very springy. Where is it? Lots of pinks. Oh, it's Pink Winter. Huh, it doesn't look like winter to me. Oh, maybe these don't go here. Maybe they don't. Maybe this is what it was referring to, Pink Winter. I don't know. But I am going to be using different ones from around here. All right, so I think, yeah, I'm going to use, I think this one has these, and they're coconuts and stuff, very summer, but to me, it's not summer till it's June, and this is May, so I'm going to go with these and then dig around for boxes that'll go with it. But also, these already have a lot of places to write. So let's start. This was just last week for me. And it was a so-so week. I was a little bit down in the dumps. I don't know why. I think because Mother's Day in Mexico was May 10th and my mother passed away. It's just been passed away for a long time. It's been, how many years? 20 years? But still, something that affects you around Mother's Day. And I don't know, it's just one of those weeks when I just, one day I was up, one day I was down, one day I was thinking about stuff that I needed to get done. The next day I was like, it all sucks, I don't want to do anything. I was like, oh, get yourself together, girl. You got shit to do. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. All right. I like that. That looks really pretty. And then I want to use another big one like this over here. How does this go? Well, this must be for the side of the, but I could put it across. That'd be different. Let's see how that looks. If I do it down here in the notes, it won't be, I don't know if it'll be too harsh with that straight line over here, but I could always add something there, right? Yeah, all right. And then there's this one. These almost look like they're not from the same collection, but they are, because I just pulled it out of this page. But it's kind of strange because these flowers do not match that one at all. Okay, so what else? I'm going to put this down and then we'll go through what all I did this week. That is very crooked. I like Hildie McQueen stickers. They don't lift once you put it down, but if you want to pick them up, they don't tear my paper. At least not in a happy planner or in her planner. If I put it on Hobonichi paper, I'm sure it'll be a different story. Speaking of which, I really miss my Hobonichi. I'm definitely going to go back to that next year for my, I wish there was one with more pink to put up here. Definitely gonna go back to my Hobonichi next year for my work planner. Okay, there we go. And then I have things that happened Monday. What happened on Tuesday? Wednesday was something. Thursday also went out and did something. Friday was also something. Saturday it was, oh yeah, I didn't feel well on Saturday. It was Mother's Day, and then church and stuff on Sunday. All right. So I'm thinking what to use for like marking certain things. And I kind of like these smaller boxes. But I have, how many do I have? 4. So Wednesday, let's put this here. Thursday. And then Sunday for sure. This is almost identical to that one, so let's use something different. Let's use this one. And that brings some of those other florals, these florals over here. And then, where's Thursday? I already put something on Thursday. That's Friday, I needed to. No, let's put it on Saturday, because I know. All right, okay. Then I have these, but they're not like cut out flowers to use. I kind of want some flowers. Y'all know what I mean? I always like my flowers. I want to use this, I think, here. And then I'm not used to using a horizontal, so if it turns out wonky, it's not my fault. I don't know what I would use these for, honestly. Is there like a full box? What do you use it for? I don't know. Okay, let me pick a color of ink that I want to write in. This says black. I do have a highlighter, and this one doesn't really match, does it? I don't think it does. Or maybe it does. Yeah, I think I can use that. I usually use black ink, but I'm being very adventurous. I feel adventurous today. I hear my dogs. There must be somebody walking by. How dare they? I'm trying to find flowers or something to add, but I think that would be too much flowers, so I'm going to leave it be. I do have these left over from the other day. And I have a little bit of lavender. Would that be like totally like way too much? Probably. So let it be. All right, so let's go into the memory planning part of this thing. For some days, I'm going to use this highlighter to, let me look at it first and see if it's too, I kind of would rather have a more pastel pink. So let me get my pastel pink. What is this? Let's see. This one kind of works, but it's so dark. I'd have to write in black over this one, but I kind of like it. Yeah, it matches so well. Okay. And somewhere I have a mark-on pen that I need to dig out. I have so many pens over here. And having to find the mark-on, I act like it's a hard thing. I know, but well, I'm not acting like it's a hard thing. It is, because I have so many different pens. And why am I looking for the specific one, you may ask? Well, because the mark-on is made specifically to write on highlighters or highlight over. It was right in front of me. Oh gosh. I was like, where is it? All right, let's start. So I'm gonna highlight where I'm gonna write like a list of things that happen, and then or something that happened that day that I need to make a special note of. Just to kind of make it uniform every day. Those are way too short. Okay. I don't know how I like it, but maybe after I write on it, I'll like it more. Right now I'm like, did I just screw this up? I normally write very small, so that is so crooked. But this time I am gonna try to write a little bit bigger than normal. All right. Excuse me. All right, let's start with Monday. Monday was one of those days that will live in infamy. Monday I had my tax appointment. It was not fun. Even though I prepaid taxes, seems like I can never get the amount right. So I still have to pay more. Then I go to the IRS website and then they don't have my stuff yet. And I'm looking like 3 days in a row. No, it says nothing received yet. I'm like, what the heck is going on? No information, blah, blah, blah. So I called my tax assessor and he says, oh, it is there. You just have to look under whether or not it's been filed. I said, oh, okay. So it was filed, but they didn't know how much I was gonna pay or how much I owe or something. So they had received it. They said it'll take blah, blah, blah dates. Well, I'm already late. So I'm like, okay, so I paid some random amount. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pay some random amount because I just did some other payments, and I don't know, I'm always sending them money. And I'm sure they will. I need to go back in there and see what's going on. I mean, I could pay the amount the accountant told me to pay. I just don't want to yet. Okay, so then we ate at Crystal Burgers this day, so I'm gonna put that here because that was something different. I'm gonna use the pink pen for that. Crystals for lunch. I haven't had that in a long time, so I ate one because I ordered the wrong kind. I ordered the double something and they put cheese on it, and I don't know, maybe I couldn't eat because I just come back from doing my taxes. And yeah, so, and then after that I went by Walgreens and to AT&T to try to get them to put a screen protector on my phone, but they don't have them anymore for my phone. I have the iPhone 14, and I guess they're up to like 17 or 18. Who knows what number they're up to now. And they're like, no, we don't carry it. So I ordered it from Amazon and put it on myself. It probably saved me money actually, because you know they probably charge too much. There goes my dyslexia. I tried to stop myself and I couldn't. All right, I need the highlighter again. Where did I put it? Here it is. By the way, this highlighter is from Right Tech. And I don't know where I got it from. I think it was in one of my swag bags. I really like it. And I meant to write first and highlight over it so you guys can see how this pen works, but then I didn't do it. All right, so then Tuesday, I had really bad coughing. So I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't go back to sleep. It was so aggravating because when that happens, it messes with my writing because I'm so tired. And yeah. And then it says here I paid back taxes. I don't know what that means. And then I did, it says I checked the Georgia Department of Revenue. So I paid them, and then I did some Scotland research since I was up so early. And I couldn't sleep anyway. I figured, doing research is kind of boring. Well, no, it was not boring because I was doing research on how the not peasants, but the people under a laird would be treated if they get caught poaching and stuff like that. So it turned out to be really interesting, but I did get some writing done, so that was a good thing. I think I only wrote like 500 words though. All right, and then I watched Project Runway this day. It was so much fun. I really got into it, and I started watching. Like I've seen it before, but I couldn't remember it because I've been watching so many things. So my husband's like staring at me, going, "You already know who's gonna win," and I'm like, "Shh, don't tell me because I may not remember." And yeah, I remembered towards the end, but. It still was really good to watch. I love that show. And I watched season 18. That's when the guy from Colombia won. Yeah, the guy from Colombia won that one. I can't remember his name. All right, and then on Wednesday I had a hair appointment, and that was a highlight of my day because I was there forever. I went to the bank and watched some more Project Runway, and I packed some swag. So I packed swag for this event that's happening in August, but I have to do it as soon as I remember it or else I forget. And then I went to the bank. I found this bag of quarters that I didn't know what to do with because I'm like too lazy. I just wrote down my account number, took them in there, and deposited my account because I got tired of having those coins every time I was rearranging things. I'm picking up this bag of coins. Oh no, I meant to write productive, and I don't want to. I can't fix it now. Project done. I'm lying. I did get a project done, but let me write down what the project was. What I got done was the tidying my office. Oh gosh. That's not really finishing a project, but okay, so I get to show you how this works. It does smear. Look at that. So if you guys use highlighters, I suggest you get a Sarasa pen. Okay, hair appointment goes in here. I just got a color. And I'm catching myself like really pushing down so hard on these poor pens. I don't know why I do that. All right, and then Thursday was out to lunch at this restaurant called Victoria's, and it's a place that we go to often. And the service was horrendous. We had a new girl that didn't understand anything anyone said. So then I'm translating it for her. So she's getting the order in English and in Spanish. And she comes back and asks me in Spanish if I could repeat it. So I repeat it again. And she's like deer in the headlights. So then I thought, well, what is wrong with her? And then this other girl came and she goes, she didn't understand what you said. And I said, you mean she doesn't speak Spanish? And she goes, no, you speak perfect Spanish. No, it's just she didn't understand how you meant the order. I said, it's a bean burrito, not beef. Bean, frijoles, and a tortilla wrapped up, a burrito with only beans. And she goes, really? That's how you order? I'm like, yeah. Well, it wasn't my order. It was my friend's order. So that was the weirdest thing. Anyway, it was really strange. So then she's like, okay. And then she goes, like, she didn't believe that from the girl, and I think what it was is she got frustrated and flustered, and she was just having a hard time articulating to the cook, maybe. So anyway, by the time we got through and finally we all got our food, it was like an hour and a half later. It was so weird. And then she comes back and she's apologizing. She comes back and she apologizes, and then she's like, what were you guys drinking? And we tell her, and then she leaves, and then, because we need refills at this time, she comes back and she has like no drinks, and she goes, I'm sorry, is there anything else you need? And I said, drinks. And she's like, okay, I'll be right back. Like, she didn't even remember it. It was so strange. Anyway. So then I had a video call with this event happening in November in Chicago. That was really good. And then I also got got a friend's gift. Shopping done. And then hubby and I went to Lowe's. Put a W here. He's looking to do, what is he working on this time? I don't know. I forget. He's got a project he's working on. And then also our housekeeper came this day. And I guess it's kind of empty right there, so I'm just going to write it in there with the black. It's really nothing that I usually write in here, but I'm just going to do it. At 9 a.m. All right, so that's this day. So I don't know. Let's see what you guys are thinking so far. Let me do the other side. All right, and then on the Friday was met my friend Jessica for lunch. I also did some newsletter signups. Let's write those here since I have my black pen in my hand. So I'm promoting a book. Try to work my backlist, because the backlist is stuff that should be earning constant money, and I have not been as productive as I should be in promoting my books in the backlist. So I'm putting one on sale, and I'm putting it on Book Gorilla and Choosy Bookworm. If you guys don't have these two, you should, because you get an email, or if it's every other day or every day, with book sales or free or 99-cent books that authors are promoting in order to get you to read their books, you know. So if you have like, you find new to you authors. I don't know what this means. I think Kindle Nation Daily, I must have done something with them also. All right, and then here I'm going to put down that I met my friend Jessica. Now, the reason I get so excited when her and I meet is because we both love Vietnamese food. And so, and I don't remember the name of the Vietnamese restaurant that we went to. What is it called? I don't remember. I mean, it's like I never know what the restaurant's called. I just know that we meet. We always say we're going to the Vietnamese restaurant at so-and-so street, you know. And anyway, she's a writer as well. And so we had a really good conversation. I don't know why I'm writing all capitals today. I'm in a capital mood. And smiley face. All right, what am I gonna put over here? I got laundry done that day. So I'm gonna put, I did some laundry. Oh shoot, this is so little. I'm going back to my old ways. And then I changed the linens. I do change my linens every week. How often do you guys do it? I do it every week because we sleep with dogs, so really have to do that. And so I did that. And I did some admin work. I think I did some writing this day too, so I'm gonna write that down. Not a lot, but I did do some. All right, we're on to Saturday. Saturday was I was feeling wonky. Oh yes, the best part of it is that Manchester City, my favorite football team, Chester, played. Not to be mistaken with Manchester United. So, who did they play? Oh, Southampton. It was a tie, but still, it was a good game. They dominated them the whole time. It's just like, it was just that they didn't score. All right, and then feeling meh. I just was not feeling good. I was nauseous and just blech. Y'all ever have those days you can't really tell how you're feeling, but you just know that you don't feel good. All right, and then I did get some journaling done this day, so that was my main accomplishment. That's all I did. And yeah, I was supposed to go to this event. I didn't go because I was not feeling well. So I'm gonna highlight this because there's no highlighting on this day. And good thing I'm using a mark-on because I can highlight on it and it doesn't affect it. Sunday we went to church, and then we went out to eat at this place called Monterey, and it was raining. And then Kim and Bill came, and our usual friends Judy and Cindy came. Now, I don't know where to write Mother's Day. This was Mother's Day, but my youngest daughter and I went to the theater to watch Anastasia. Anastasia with my baby Ronnie. And then Mother's Day. So I'll write it in this one, I guess. She got me 2 of these bracelets. This one that says my person, and this one that says dog mom, and a little tiny charm that's a little dog paw. Isn't that cute? I already had these 3, or these 4. Mother's Day. So that was a good way to spend Mother's Day. It's a rainy Mother's Day, but we were in the theater. All right. And then for notes, I guess I'm just going to put on here that I don't know what to put there. Honestly, I just don't know what to put there. So I'm not going to put anything. But this gives you an idea of how you can use a horizontal planner and have fun with it. If your day works like this and you don't have to like stick to really linear things, you can always just use boxes like I do. They're kind of, you know, overlap to different days and stuff like that. And like Project Runway, I was watching it several days, so it's okay that I went this way. I'm going to make an arrow here though, because it's kind of like, what is she talking about? Bad service. I'm talking about Victorious. There. So let me know what you guys think. I think it turned out really cute. I think it's a good way to do memory planning. If I wanted to add pictures, I could put them down here. Or, you know, if you want to, like, she and I took a picture of Anastasia's, or if you wanted to add stickers, you can do that. Like, you know, those little stickers, what are they called? Icons, that's it, icons. And I don't have any to show you, like, what you could do for icons. Well, I have, do I? Those are so cute. I don't know where I got them. I'm trying to look and see if I have some icons over here on the side. but I don't. But yeah, you know, if you have little icons, you can always add those on there. Yeah, so I mean, the sky is the limit, you guys. You don't have to stick to a certain kind of planning. You can do different things. Be free. All right, well, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It would really help me. Bye.